The Strait of Gibraltar, my gateway to a new continent via this ferry ride from southern Spain to the North African coast. With me on this journey were Michelle, Ryan, and my dad, who's behind the camera here. Tangier greeted us with lots of rain. Funny, I always imagined my first Moroccan trip would be bound to the dry dunes of the Sahara. Alas, life had other plans. But as fortune would have it, my friend and fellow wanderer Micah happened to be in Tangier too, and we found ourselves at a cafe pondering what draws us into the deserts of life.
Uninterrupted silence.
The rain slowed and conversation continued as we walked streets built thousands of years ago. I sipped this new culture like a glass of hot mint tea, a bit nervous to engage fully, but indulging nonetheless. I'd heard rumors that people don't like cameras here. In fact, one woman yelled at me, "You don't take pictures of Moroccans." And as for this guy, no, that wasn't a peace sign, but the British version of the middle finger. However, something travel will teach you is that perception is often deception. In fact, if I shake my preconceived notions, there's a cat of a different color. I bet that guy was far more cheeky than angry. In a not-so-odd way, he was loving the camera. As the rain let up, we wound our way through the maze that is the old part of this city, called the Medina. The sights, the sounds, and of course, the food.
Make love to the camera, Ryan. Don't ignore me doing this.
Do I need to say anything?
Day 2 started with a brief spot of sun, and one of the many packs of kittens were right outside my door and not camera shy at all. Okay, Tangier, let's play. Tangier is an ancient city with an eclectic past. Some date its foundation to the 10th century BC when this was a Phoenician outpost. But throughout its history, the city has faced Greek, Roman, Byzantine, Muslim, Portuguese, Spanish, English, and French influence, which inevitably led to the designation of an international zone in the post-World War I era. Tangier became its own little independent party town. And really, a strong part of the Tangier story is one of escape, for artists running from convention to people fleeing persecution. The identity is typically Arab, but it's the Jewish heritage of the city that has literally painted a section of the Medina with blue walls and filled it with synagogues to go with the mosques and churches. But really, this is North Africa, the land of the Berber people who have their own culture rooted in ideas of wandering inspired by the giant sea of sand and silence to the south, the Sahara. But locals are quick to defer to their eclectic history.
When Jewish people go to Israel in 1958, he lit house, he lit garden, he lit many things for the neighbor people, because have good relation with Berber people, because people change experience and change a lot of things important.
Locals are also all about selling you things, like rugs, and we had a pretty good time with it.
No. This one is like you save your money, bro. This is a piece of art. More old, more used, more value, more money. You don't have to be busy. Slowly. You have one, you have two. Take 3 or 4. Why not? Yeah. Just I want to make good deal with you because you mom asks you say I'd like to.
I do. I want to buy something from you.
Thank you.
I'm trying to figure out how this makes the most sense for me.
Thank you.
It was no accident that we were in Tangier for Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's right. We Americans were celebrating in a place that has no idea that that's even a thing. However, it was an accident that it happened to coincide with the Prophet Muhammad's birthday. Yep. To some people, those may seem like strange companions, but to this wanderer, it's apropos. Actually, it's what I'm thankful for, to drench myself in a cultural hodgepodge and continue to break down my preconceived notions. To have Thanksgiving dinner of homemade couscous and tagine, and to share it with people I care about.
We're not doing anything. Nothing's happening.
Take a picture.
Are you videoing?
Yep. My buddies. Man with...
And so my first trip into Africa was over in a flash. There'd be no journey into the Sahara. The rain never fully let up. Life doesn't always work out like you expect, and nothing is as it seems. Okay, enough. Let there be silence.